There's a big crux moment for people who fawn or people who engage in a lot of people pleasing behaviors. And it's when they get some self awareness around this. They create some space, they look inside, and they're like, okay, their internal compass gets a little stronger, start to tell what I like, what I don't like a little bit more. Then eventually you got to talk about it with people.
Yeah.
And there's typically more of a social moment where somebody sticks up for themselves, to put it a certain kind of way, in a way where maybe they wouldn't have done that in the past. They express a need. They say, I hear where you're coming from, but I would really rather just not do that today, whatever it is. This can feel fairly small to people on the outside of this request, but often to the person making it, it really feels quite big and quite scary. And I'm wondering if you have any guidelines, recommendations,
Yeah.
thoughts about this for
Oh,
people that might kind of help them out with this part.
yeah. Well, I like how you said that. Of it might feel people might be like, yeah, no, no problem. And on the inside, there's that guilt of like, oh my God, I said no. And I can't believe they probably think I'm so mean. And what's important to understand, first of all, is, being honest and being clear in your communication might feel aggressive if people pleasing is your baseline, but that doesn't mean you're being aggressive. Like, it's all relative to what you've known. And I talk about this practice of leaning back in our relationships. Like, if we are someone who we're always the one to immediately text back or immediately pick up the phone, we feel this urgency to like immediately tend to people, even if we have other things that we need to tend to first. Like, we have to completely abandon ourselves in our relationships. Leaning back might look like, I'm going to call them back in an hour when I'm done with what I'm doing, or I'm going to text them back when I'm in a more grounded place. The other person, they probably won't even notice. But for us, it feels like a big deal. And I think that's because if you're fawning or if you're like resonating with this topic, you're probably doing the most. Like, you're probably doing a lot already. And so your version of leaning back is still doing a lot. It's probably doing as much as everyone else is doing, if not still more. It's so important with this work to slowly increase our tolerance for discomfort. We don't want to dive into something so big. And like, don't set a boundary to start with a really volatile parent. That's probably they're going to have reaction and it will feel shocking. And then that people pleaser part will be like, see, this is why I people please. Let's go back to what we know. To slowly increase our tolerance and to start with someone that feels safe. Is that a best friend? Is that a loving partner? Is it a situation or a context where it's expected for you to speak up? Like, if you were receiving a service, like you're getting a haircut or receiving a massage, and it would be okay for you to say, I actually don't like that, or can you change this? It might feel uncomfortable, but it's certainly acceptable for you to bring that up. So, starting in situations that feel just like a single bite of discomfort is the way to go. And to, wow, acknowledge, I just did that and I'm okay. That to me is a really important piece as well.